Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the commercial speak doctrine and basically how the government treats advertising online and TV. So for a long time, ads didn't get any protection under the First Amendment, but that changed with a case called Virginia State Board of Pharmacy, where the Supreme Court basically said that consumers have a right to know truthful information about something they're buying, like prescription drug prices. And that's when commercial speech started to be treated as real speech, but just not as much protected as political speech. Another big case in that situation was the Central Hudson Gas and Electric Company versus Public Service Commission. The court basically asked themselves four questions and create a four-part test to decide when the government can regulate advertising. The first part, they ask themselves, is the speech about something legal and not misleading? And then they ask themselves, does the government have a substantial interest in that? And then thirdly, they ask themselves, does the regulation actually help in achieve that interest? And lastly, they said, is it no more restrictive than it is necessary? The government can check all of those four boxes. Yes, they can limit ads, and that might be okay under the Constitution. In some later cases, they fine-tuned this a little bit. That was the situation in the 44 Liquor Mart court case. The court actually struck down a ban on a liquor price ad and basically said that the government can't hide truthful information so that people don't make bad choices. And then in Sorrell versus IMS Health, the court said that even things like using data for targeted marketing can count as protected speech, which matters a lot now in with today's technology and the age of data-driven ads and all. So overall, the courts regulate commercial speech to stop lies, deception, serious harm, but they still have to let truthful information flow freely out there. So when it comes to today technology with online ads, influencers, and social media algorithm, there are two big important pieces. If the government is trying to regulate the contents of an ad, we can still look back at the case of the Central Hudson or the Sorrell case. But under the Section 230 of the CDA, it's a little bit different. It mostly decides whether a platform like Instagram or Google can be sued for ads and content that other people post. These platforms cannot be automatically held responsible for these. And going forward, I think real challenges is how like the law handles hyper-targeted and manipulative ads, especially aimed at vulnerable people like kids and gambling ads these days. They're everywhere. And even if the ad is technically truthful, the way it targets